What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NFL video with your boy. In this video, we're going to break down the showdown slate tonight between Chicago and New England. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every week on this channel. I will be announcing the winner for the Week 7 videos giveaway in my next video, which will be the first look lineup, which will be tomorrow or Wednesday. All right. So let's get straight into this. First things first, let's think game script. Now, New England's going to win this game, I would imagine. Vegas has them as solid faves, and I agree with this game plan, especially with Damian Harris back. I mean, the run game for New England's going to be too much to handle for Chicago, who's been struggling against the run. Um, Chicago's defense in general is just not very good. New England's at home. It's one of those games where I think it's going to be lopsided. I think New England's going to have a good game, and let's go ahead and just start off at captain. Now I've looked over this for a while. I wish that Harris was not in, Damian Harris was not in, so it'd make it easy and know that Stevenson's going to be a beast, and know who's going to be the guy between those two. But Damian Harris practiced all week, so he's coming back. Now, do I expect him to get more run than Stevenson? Probably not with his first game back. But it's still tough to know now that you got both those guys back there. They were really splitting the carries heavily between these two. So with their prices, it's hard to know which one to go with. So that's the struggle part there. I would love to know for sure which one to go with and put them at captain because I love the New England run game. But the problem is that split and not really knowing. If I know Damian Harris is going to get the same amount of run he was getting, I'd probably prefer Damian Harris because he's 8-4 compared to Stevenson at 10-8. That's a $2,000 difference for a guy who's going to get the same amount of carries, the same amount of work. So if that's in fact going to be the case, then that's what I want. Plus, when they get up, it's more of a Damian Harris script than a Stevenson. Stevenson's more of the pass catcher back. He's getting carries, but he's more overall. That's his talent set. Is more of he can do it between the tackles, but he's a great pass catching back. So Damian Harris would be kind of the guy I lean to more, but like I said, it's hard to know 100%. I'm going to look more into Damian Harris as it goes and see exactly how healthy he is and how much run he expects to be in. And then that'll be an interesting spot. But for captain, I'm going Jacoby Myers. Now, the reason I'm going Jacoby Myers is because of the usage he has in this offense. He gets majority of the work here in this offense. New England's going to win. It's going to have a lot to do with them moving the ball using Jacoby Myers and using the run game. Jacoby Myers is the guy that I like at captain because it's full point PPR on Draftkings. And Jacoby Myers, like I said, is going to be a big reason why New England gets up in this game. Now, one negative part about Jacoby Myers is that he doesn't get in the end zone much. But with the amount of usage he gets, he still is able to hit value. And I just love his potential still in this game to hit value, even if he doesn't end up in the end zone. Um, Sports books do have a decent chance for Myers to get in the end zone. So if Myers gets in the end zone, he's going to have a huge game because no matter what, he's going to get a ton of targets. He's going to have a ton of receptions. He is the go-to guy for Mac Jones. All right. With that being said, I'm pairing up my captain with his quarterback in Mac Jones. Um, this can go, like I said, either way because of the roster construction I'm making here with the video core right now. Jacoby Myers being at the captain, obviously it's gonna have Mac Jones gonna have to be solid getting him the ball. So I like Mac Jones in this one to run back Jacoby Myers. All right, on the other end, I do love Justin Fields, don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of liking the Patriots defense as well. So it's going to be a tricky situation. I'm going to go Darnell Mooney because at the end of the day on the Chicago side, Darnell Mooney is the guy who gets most of the work in the pass game, and they're going to be behind having to throw a lot, which in turn will cause a lot of issues, and New England will get some turnovers and all that good stuff. So Patriots D, I absolutely love this week. I might even play them tonight. I don't love playing defenses, but I really am leaning heavily towards the Patriots defense tonight. Plus, there's a chance for scattered storms as well. I like the kicking. I like Nick Folk on New England. I always prefer the home team when it comes to the kicking selection. But so that's it. We got Jacoby Myers at captain. He's going to get predominantly all of the work. I believe he's got like over a 30% target share, something crazy. He gets all the wide receiver work damn near for New England, and that's going to be a big part of them being up. So especially, them getting into the red zone for anyone, for Damian Harris or Stevenson to get in the end zone as well. Like I said, I'm very frustrated on knowing who's going to be the guy to go. I would love to grab a New England running back. Like that would be ideal for me. I would 100% grab a New England running back if I knew what I was getting into. That's the problem. That's the struggle here because you don't really know. Like I said, Damian Harris's first game back. They could work him back in slow. But he also did get full practices in all week, so I mean he could be full ready to go. So that's one of the things I'll be looking into. If they come out and say Damian Harris is going to get the same workload he was before and he's going to be highly used, then Damian Harris I will prefer over Stevenson. With the way the game script is, I'd expect a lot of Damian Harris, especially if it's rainy and just a wet game. Damian Harris is a guy who will really benefit from that. Out of the two, if they're both active, full go, Damian Harris is my guy. If Damian Harris is going to be limited, I'm down to even get in some Stevenson if they come out and say Damian's not going to get the full load. No matter what, Stevenson has earned extra role. So if you have the money, sure, but he's expensive at 10-8. That's the struggle, man. They really don't want us to have that New England run game, and I think that's due to because they are going to be a big part of this game. But anyways, we got Mac Jones and Jacoby paired up as the first start to this game with them. These two are going to get the ball down in the red zone for sure. Whether Myers gets in the end zone or not, these two are going to be a reason they get down there. And then Darnell Mooney on the other side running it back. Mooney's going to get a ton of work in this offense at only 7'4". He's one of my locks for sure. He's too cheap for being the favorite target and the guy who gets all the targets here for Chicago. He's an awesome bet. Devontae Parker's a good red zone target. You could go with him at 7K, I guess. Who else? Hunter Henry at 5K is interesting against Chicago. St. Brown, once again, the game script is good for them playing from behind. Let me reiterate, I do love Justin Fields because even if he doesn't have success, even if, let's say we have Patriots defense in here, even if we have Patriots defense, Fields can still do amazing and be pivotal in your lineups because of the rushing ability he has. Him being able to run all over the field to get him down the field. I mean, those rushing yards are going to add up. And if he can get into the end zone, he's going to hit value. He's going to be fine. So Justin Fields is still a guy I have definite interest in. I don't have interest in David Montgomery. He's too expensive for a game script like this. Yes, he's going to get little dump offs and stuff like that, but I just don't have much interest in Montgomery. I'm more into Darnell Mooney for much less. Over 3,000 less. That's a lock for me. No way I'm going David Montgomery that much more. Cole Kmet is another target that Fields likes to rely on, especially that little safety valve that you get with Cole Kmet is interesting. That's about it, though. There's not a ton of super cheap value that I have any interest in, man. It's really a balanced type of style lineup, especially when you got a guy like Darnell Mooney who's a lock at 7'4". He's too cheap. You've got Patriots defense who's 5'6". You've got Nick Folk 4'4". You've got Hunter Henry 5K, St. Brown 4.6. You've got some solid options here. Cole Kmet 4.8 to kind of balance out after you get your main guys in. With the slate being full point PPR, Jacoby Myers is one of my favorite plays. He's just so utilized in that New England offense. Expect a lot of Jacoby Myers tonight. And also pay attention to the Stevenson Harris situation. If you can get a definitive lean on one of them, it would be fantastic to get one of them in. It'll be really hard to, especially to get Stevenson at 10-8. But if you can, that's going to be a big part of this game. I think, man, like I said, I would be locking one of these guys in if I knew for sure what was happening here. And like I said, I might even become locked on Harris if he's going to get his normal workload. Even if they split, I'm down to possibly take Harris here at 8-4 because of how much run game I think could be utilized in this game and how I'm expecting the script to go. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully you guys smash tonight. Let's get it. Hopefully it's a little bit of an exciting game. Unfortunately, I'm thinking New England really dominates this game here. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me as always, and I'm out. Peace.